to really start a budget, what you want to do is you want to pull a number of pieces of information together to start with and to gather in order for you to work through that budget preparation process. So what you're going to really need to work with is information that would be similar to a statistical report. You're going to have to budget sales, and in my opinion, to budget sales, you're going to need not just a sales number, and you always look to history, by the way, so you'd always want to look to how much did you do in sales in the prior year. But sales basically are made up of two components, and that is the average invoice and the number of invoices that are generated each month. And I think it's important for practices to kind of project what those two variables are going to be every single month in projecting what a total sales number would be, and doing so for budget preparation can be just as important. So practices are going to want to know historically what their prior year average invoice was, as well as what the number of invoices were in the prior year to kind of do that projection for this year. At the same time, for the expense side, most practices will want to understand what they should be budgeting for expenses, and in many times you're going to want to use the prior year historical expense stream to determine what this year's is going to be. So you're going to want to have a general ledger available to you. That's something you can print off your QuickBooks reports from the QuickBooks programs, and you're going to use that as your starting point to determine what your expenses are going to be for this year. So all that good information is really what you're going to want to start with to really prepare an accurate and a proper and a good budget, one that you know is going to be helpful to you during the current year.